Today, the nation's largest auto market, the state of California, is making a major decision that will have an impact not just on the environment, but also its car-loving culture.
California is set to ban the sale of new gas-powered vehicles by 2035. That's around the corner. Alex Capriello is in Los Angeles with more on today's big vote by the California Air Resources Board, Alex. So they're moving forward with making an all-electric world.
Yeah, and when you think about it, California is really well known for its driving culture, right? It's not just the clogged freeways that we have to deal with every day and the standstill traffic, but it's something that we deal with just about every single day. That's why California is really setting an ambitious course to take all gas-powered vehicles off the road by 2035. Let's take a look at some of those details. All new cars, trucks, and SUVs sold in the state must be powered by electricity or hydrogen by 2035. But people will still be able to buy and drive used and vintage cars, gas-powered cars, after 2035. The perks here, Governor Gavin Newsom says this will drastically reduce emissions and air pollutants and improve public health. But it also has the potential to shake up the American car market. Despite only making up about 10% of the nation's population, California accounts for 25% of the nation's car sales. And the steps the state takes in establishing emission standards often sets the precedent for the rest of the country. Massachusetts, Washington, and New York have all set goals to transform their car markets or have committed to following California's rules.
Every major car company has already made plans to transition to electric vehicles. Many of them have announced dates when they're going to stop selling gasoline vehicles. So this is just a question of how fast and when. It's not a question of if.
Now, this is going to be rolled out slowly. The next benchmark is happening in 2026. That's when California wants to see at least a third of all new car sales be electric. Now, to put that into context, just within the first 3 months of this year, 16% of all new car sales were electric. So still a long way to go.
What challenges, though, does California face in meeting this goal? You can't get rid of all the gas-powered cars. I mean, people are going to keep their old used cars.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the biggest red flags here is the lack of infrastructure that exists right now here in California. There are about 80,000 charging stations all across the state for electric car vehicles. That's far short of its goal of 250,000 by 2025. And then, of course, it's the story that we keep talking about, the supply chain crisis that's happening across our nation. The question is, do we have enough materials and the manpower to make all the batteries that will go into these electric vehicles? These are all questions that are going to need to be answered quickly in order to make this ambitious goal a reality.
Yeah, very ambitious by 2035. Wow. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.